Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into some really cool historical photos today,
Oh, yeah.
focusing on Baku. It's going to
Mm.
be fascinating. We've got all these pictures and captions straight from the National Archives.
Ooh, the National
I know,
Archives.
right? It's like having a direct line to the past.
It's amazing what you can find in there.
Totally. And we're going to use these photos to kind of, paint a picture of what Baku was like back then.
I love that, like time traveling through pictures.
Exactly.
Eh.
So, first impression, flipping through these, Baku was hopping. It was a serious port city.
Oh, absolutely.
Ships everywhere. You can practically hear the hustle and bustle just from looking at these pictures.
It makes sense when you think about where Baku is, right? Smack dab on the Caspian Sea.
Right, prime location.
For centuries, it was like the central hub for trade.
Like a major crossroads.
Yeah, exactly. Goods flowing in and out from all over Asia and Europe.
Wow, so this wasn't just a local thing. It was a global hub.
Global, yeah.
That's incredible.
Hmm.
And speaking of things that stand out, there's this photo with a, wait for it, parachute tower.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
What's the deal with that? Seems a bit out of place.
Well, we don't know all the specifics about when it was built or anything,
Okay.
but just looking at it, you get a sense of the times, especially during World War II.
Makes sense. High tensions.
Absolutely. The Caspian Sea was this incredibly important route, and Baku with its oil.
Right, vital resource.
Exactly. So having a parachute tower like that, well, it's a pretty clear sign they were worried about attacks.
Keeping an eye on the skies.
Always watching.
Smart move. Okay, switching gears a bit, there's a picture of this grand hotel, the Tourist Hotel.
Oh, yes.
I'm curious about that one. It looks pretty fancy.
Well, it was more than just fancy. The in tourist hotels, they were this whole chain, actually run by the Soviet government. It
Interesting.
was their way of presenting a very specific image of the Soviet Union.
So it wasn't just about giving people a place to stay,
No, it was carefully controlled. They wanted visitors to see what they wanted them to see.
a curated experience.
Exactly.
Wow. I'm also noticing these everyday details in the photos, things like horse-drawn carriages sharing the road with cars.
Oh, yeah, a mix of old and new.
And the buildings, such a unique blend of European and Asian architecture.
It's like a visual history of Baku's identity, all layered in those details.
Totally. And then there are these photos that hint at Baku's industrial future.
Ah,
There's a
indeed.
shipyard, bustling with activity, and a picture of a power substation.
They needed to keep up with the city's growing energy demands, right?
Makes sense.
Baku wasn't just about its past, it was looking ahead, embracing progress.
It's amazing how these photos capture that transition.
Yeah,
Like Baku was this place where history and the future were meeting.
absolutely. And it makes me wonder, looking back at all this, what do you see in these pictures that speaks to modern day Baku?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think it's the spirit of Baku, that drive to adapt, to change, to keep moving forward.
I like that. The spirit of Baku.
It's there in the old photos, and it's definitely still alive today.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us on this trip through time. Until next time.
See you then.